Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this channel called The Supreme Concept, and today is our 7th class and we have already covered 6 classes out there. You can check them out through the playlist named Common Errors from Kiran's chapterwise. So let us begin today's class. Question number 91. We have already covered 90 questions there, okay? So we will continue with question number 91 here. And this question says, knowledge of at least 2 languages are required to pass the examination. Now find out where exactly the error lies in this question and mark that part on your own, okay? Yes, you're right. Error lies in part number 3. See, we will use singular verb form here. Instead of are, we will use each, because we are considering knowledge here. Knowledge of at least 2 languages. We are not saying here 2 languages because the subject of the sentence is knowledge. Okay, so this knowledge is in singular form. So as per the subject, the verb will be okay. So we will use here, singular form of the verb, that is each, not are. The members of the opposition party in the parliament shout upon the minister if he makes a wrong statement. So find out your correct answer here. Yes. Yeah. Error lies in part number 2. She. We will use shout at. Okay, it should be shout at, not upon. Shout at somebody, and shout it shows to say something in a loud voice or say something loudly. Okay, so shout at is the correct usage here. Question number 93. Every one of the films you suggested are not worth seeing. Now find out the error in this sentence. Yes. Yeah. Alright. Error lies in part number 1. Instead of everyone, we will use all. So all of the films you suggested are not worth seeing, because everyone is actually used for every person or all people. Okay. But here all is used with plural nouns and refers to the whole number of. Okay. So all means here all refers to the whole number of something, no, whole number of films. Okay, whole number of films you suggested, so we will use all in this case. The secretary and the principal of the college are attending the district development council meeting at the collectorate. So find out where the error lies in this question. You can give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes. Yeah, there is no error in this sentence. This is absolutely error free. Okay, so let us move. Question number 95, and it says, no sooner had the hockey match started when it began to rain. So find out the error here. Yes, alright, error lies in part number 2. Instead of when, we will use than, THAN. Okay, no sooner with no sooner, remember this one. This is the most frequently asked, sooner asked questions in SSC examination. With no sooner we will use than. Okay, no sooner we will use than, and with hardly, scarcely, barely. Okay, with these words like hardly, scarcely, barely, negative words, we will use when. With hardly, scarcely and barely we will use when, and with no sooner we will use than here. So as per this rule, error lies in part number 2 here. Question number 96. The secretariat comprises of many air conditioned rooms. So find out your error. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Error lies in part number 2. She. Here, comprises of is absolutely wrong. We will use comprises instead. Actually, this word, this single word, that is comprises, this shows consist of. Consist of. So consist of actually shows there is of, the preposition of is there already. So consist of something. So comprises actually means consist of, and you can correlate it with despite and instead of. Okay, it is that kind of thing. And so we will use secretariat. The secretariat comprises many air conditioned rooms, and we can also use it in passive format, like is compared, comprised of. The secretariat is comprised of. Here we can use of when it is written in a passive format. Okay. Question number 97. It is high time he stood on his own two legs. So find out your answer. Yes. Yeah. Error lies in part number 3. Here, two legs. Instead of two legs, we can simply use feet. Okay. No need to use two legs. Okay. So two legs will replace. Sorry, feet will replace two legs here. No need to use two legs. And another thing is that, see, here it is high time. Actually it is high time always takes past tense with it, simple past. So here stood already used, so there is no error in that situation. But here we just find out that two legs cannot be the appropriate uses here, so we will use feet instead of two legs. Question number 98. You should avoid to travel in the rush hour. So find out your answer in this question. Yes, error lies in part number 2. She. Here we cannot use to plus infinitive. Instead of to plus, we will use gerund. Gerund form of travel, that is traveling. Okay, traveling, which is basically verb plus ing, and this verb for plus ing is known as gerund. And always remember the word avoid. Okay, avoid always agrees with the gerund. Okay, so keep this in mind, and so let us move. Question number 98. There is only one of his novels that are interesting. So find out if you see any error in the sentence. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Error lies in part 3. See, instead of are we will use singular verb form, that is is. There is only one of his novels that is interesting, because when a plural noun is placed with a singular subject, the singular subject is used. So in this case we will use singular verb form, that is here. Only one of his novels. We're not considering novels as our subject. This is not the plural form. One of, we are considering one of his novels, not all of his novels. Okay, all his novels. No, we are only concerning one novels. Okay, one of his novels. So that is why we will use singular verb form easier. Okay. Question number 100. He denied to have been there. So find out if you see any error in this sentence. Yes, absolutely correct. Error lies in part number 2. Instead of to have, we will use its gerund form. Gerund, that is having. Okay, having. So he denied having been there. Okay, is the correct answer here. We basically use gerund when we talk about any action that happens before, action that happens before. before, or at the same time, or at the same time. Okay, so let's say here he denied to have, see here he denied having been there. Here we are actually using the gerund in the sense of action that happens before. He was not there, that particular person was not there, but he denied having been there. That is, he just denied it. He refused to have been there, to wait there before he has been invited to be there, or he had been asked to be there. So we will use having in this case as per the action that happens before. And what for at the same time? So to represent at the same time, we can take an example of let's say I enjoy myself playing. Playing. Okay, so I enjoy myself playing. Here in this sentence we used gerund form of playing, and it shows that I enjoy when I was playing. That means at the same time, at the time of playing. I enjoy myself at the time of playing. In that case, we will use gerund. Okay. So these were the two rules to use gerund properly. So let us move. Question number 101. A milk can provide protein for a nutritionally balanced diet. So give it a pause and see if you can find any error in the sentence. Yes, absolutely correct. Actually, error lies in part number 1 in this sentence. We cannot use a with milk because milk is uncountable noun. So it will be wrong to use a in this case. Okay. So uncountable nouns like milk, wine, and air, sand, information, equipment, wood, etc. With these with uncountable nouns like these, we cannot use any definite article, an indefinite article like a, because with using a milk it makes no sense, because we cannot count milk. Okay, we cannot count milk in numbers, a milk, two milk, okay, three milks. That is not the appropriate uses here. So we will use simply milk, or some milk can provide protein. Okay, instead of a we can use some here, or a cup of milk can provide protein for a nutritionally balanced diet. Okay, like that. When the football team walked onto the field, the crowd burst into applause, but some cheers were heard too. So give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes, absolutely. So error lies in part number 3. So abuses, abuses, abuses. Okay, abuses will use in case of in the place of cheers. Some crowd burst into applause. That means they just start clapping and admiring. But some what abuses were heard too. That means there should be a negative word here. So abuses would be our appropriate answer here. A lot of form filling is just red tape, and sometimes the forms are so complicated that people can't make head or tail from them. So give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes, absolutely. Error lies in part number 3. Here we cannot use from, then. Actually, of will be the most appropriate answer in this sentence, because see, the people can't make head or tail of something to see, can't make head or or nor. Tail of something. This is an idiom, and it is basically used for when you don't understand anything. We say this when we cannot understand, unable to understand, unable to understand, understand anything. Okay, see here we can use can't make head or tail of something. Otherwise we can also use can't make head nor tail of something. Okay, both are correct uses, so we can use nor or. Here people can't make a head or is was the right uses, but tail of should be the correct preposition. We should use of here instead of from, so of is the most appropriate answer in this case. You are required to explain your conduct within 2 days of the receipt of this letter. Yes, so find out your answer. Absolutely. Error lies in part number 3 here. Here we cannot use of here. Actually, on the receipt of, on the receipt of some letter, okay, like that. So this is the correct uses here. We cannot use of. Question number 105. And now I'm knowing all the facts about him. So figure out where exactly the error lies in this question. Okay, you can give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes, absolutely. Error lies in part number 2. Instead of I'm knowing, we will use know. K-N-O-W. Okay, no. Because no cannot be used in progressive form, continuous form. So I know all the facts about him. I know all the facts about him is the correct usage here. Okay, so this is the correct answer. That was it for today's lesson, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and also do comment your score out of these 15 questions. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe us, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. So that was it, guys, and thank you so much again. Bye bye. See you in our next tutorials. Take care.